After 3 long and boring hours, the Infinite Warfare servers and the Modern Warfare Remastered servers are finally live again, and quite frankly, I don't even know what they're working on. Honestly, I could tell you. But basically, today I've got some Modern Warfare Remastered content for all of you. Just because before the game came out, I was preaching that I was going to grind out this game, get all the gold camos for every single weapon in the game, and of course, in the end, unlock the Rego camo and the Extinction camo for every single weapon in the game. And I haven't been doing that, alright? I haven't been keeping my word, and whenever someone does that to me in person, in real life, I cut them out straight away, nice and swiftly. So that being said, I'm gonna stick to it, alright? We're gonna get grinding, so that being said, in this video, we're first gonna talk about how you can stay alive for a little longer, just because I personally struggle really badly with doing well in this game. Honestly, when I first jumped on MWR, I figured, you know what? I'm quite decent at BO2, I'm alright at MW2, MW3, all that jazz, so surely I won't be too bad at this. And well, it kind of shocked me, but I am terrible. Absolutely awful at this game. Let's see, what's my Kinitamo? 1.94 kill-death ratio. I played this game 13 hours and 30 minutes. Not too bad. What's my win-loss ratio? 49%. To be fair though, that's not too bad for mine. I think in BO2 it's like 0.3, 0.4, it's something like that. I rage quit a lot. Alright, I can't help it. I get salty very, very quickly, but I figured I would give you all some tips to help you out a little bit. Now, of course, some of you already know this, just constantly putting this out there. For those who have grinded out this game, surely I can't help you out too much, but for those who haven't done so just yet, hopefully this will help you out a little bit. So that being said, first off, unlike in Black Ops 2, there is no toughness in this game, and unlike in CoD Ghost, there is no focus in this game. And frankly, the flinch is pretty damn significant, if I say so myself. Not the kind where if you kind of like aim for the body, you'll probably get a headshot if they manage to hit you mid-gunfights. But more so the kind of flinch that means, you know what, if they hit you first, that's it. Alright, you're done for it, you are screwed. Try again next time around. And of course, there is no quick draw to help you out, and of course, there is no stalker perk to help you out, and there is no stock. All that jazz that basically gives you more mobility is not in this game. This is a bare bones Call of Duty, so first things first, slow down your playstyle. I actually started rushing around when I first started playing this game. I played it kind of like I played Black Ops 2, you know what, running and gunning. And frankly, that's not the way to go. I basically just dropped my KD a heck of a lot doing that for 2 hours straight. And considering I'm kind of stubborn, I still struggle to slow down my playstyle to this day, but that's definitely the way to go. Honestly, don't rush into buildings like a headless chicken. Check it out with a stun grenade or a flashbang first, and then after that, walk in whilst already aiming down the sights. That's definitely the way to go. Anyway, so next up, we have something that I personally think is a huge pain in the ass when it comes down to playing this game. And honestly, I'm a little surprised that they changed that, but of course, I mean, they wanted to keep this game the same it was, but a little bit more fancier, a bit more flashy, and they definitely did that. But of course, in Black Ops 2 and in Black Ops 3 and in Infinite Warfare, pretty much every Call of Duty title, ever since, I want to say, MW2, there's been something along the lines of flag ticket, something that protects you against explosives, grenades, C4s, you name it. And of course, there's tactical mask, which protects you against stuns, flashbangs, and all that jazz. And there is nothing like them in this game, and frankly, the frag grenades are crazy powerful. Honestly, they are far too damn powerful, and they've never been this powerful in any other Call of Duty title afterwards, but frag times 3 is also a thing, and special grenades times 3 is also a thing. Once again, something they didn't do in any of the later titles, but keep to the mind, you're gonna get wrecked by frag grenades, mostly right off the spawn, because you can throw them really freaky far. If you basically jump in the air and throw your grenade at a bit of an angle, it'll literally travel to the other side of the map. So keep it in mind and make sure you don't run into open spaces, because in that case, all it's gonna take is one stun and one frag, and that's it. You are once again dead, or of course, one burst with the M16. That too is a bit of an issue at the moment. And of course, whilst on the subject, I might as well let you all know this. The M16A4 is easily the best gun in this game. It's the most versatile one, and it drops people super quickly. In fact, it drops people to only one burst at close to medium range. Technically speaking, you can one burst people across the map. However, getting all of your 3 bullets on target at those ranges seems a bit doubtful to me. Don't think that has ever happened to me. Maybe like once or twice. Apart from that, 2 or 3 bursts should suffice. And even then, you still stand one hell of a chance against basically everything, except for maybe the M4 and the GT. Those are better at long range. But apart from that, like I said before, the M16A4 is a go-to starter weapon. I would definitely recommend you to use this one as well. Now, combine it with stopping power. Stopping power basically increases your damage by, I think, 25%. Something like that, securing you those one burst kills. Now, one thing to keep in mind, personally, I'm not a fan of the iron sight of this weapon. Not in any way, shape, or form. They don't work well for me at like medium to long range. So obviously the red dot sight is the way to go in this case. However, it's going to take you 25 kills with this weapon to unlock that. But this is the kicker. You cannot use the default class to make this happen. You have to make an M16A4 class yourself, get 25 kills with that class, and then you will unlock it. Or at least, if I'm wrong, correct me, but I think this is something that I noticed when I started playing this game. I was basically using the default class for quite some time, and I realized I don't have any attachments still. How in the world do I not have any attachments still? And then I started using my own setups, and that's when I finally started to realize this is how you unlock them. So keep that in mind. And of course, I know that a lot of you don't like burst weapons just because you kind of have to play it safe with these guns. Obviously, you can't run a gun with these. And in that case, go with the AK-47, alright? This one is super deadly. Put on Juggernaut, and I know a lot of you are gonna hate me for this one, but when it comes down to using fully automatic weapons in this game, stopping power honestly isn't too essential just because it only increases your damage by a little bit, right? I mean, 25% is a loss, but realistically speaking, the difference is going to be about 1 bullet. I think it basically cancels each other out. Stopping power and Juggernaut, that is. But when it comes down to using this weapon, you can be a bit more aggressive, and of course at close range, having a bit more health can save you a ton of times just because 1v2 situations happen often. They're a pain in the ass, you drop really quickly, and this can help you get out of those sticky situations. And another thing to keep in mind, try out this weapon using steady aim instead of deep impacts. Honestly, this thing packs one hell of a punch. Steady aim seems to work very well for me, and it used to back in the day as well, so just try it out and let me know what you think. And apart from that, maybe some starter setups? I'm not too sure. This is the setup that I used for, I want to say, the first 3 hours or so. For starters, of course, the M16A4, the red dot, so I tried out the ACOG scope as well. Honestly, it's not too bad. In this case, we've got digital camera. I think that's 25 headshots, yeah? 25 headshot. Next up, my sidearm is a Desert Eagle. I think you unlock this one at rank 41? 43? Something like that. Initially, the M1911 is probably my favorite pistol in this game. It's super deadly, it's super spammable, but if you don't have this one as yet, go to USB, this one's deadly as well. Realistically speaking, they're only backup weapons, right, so it doesn't matter too much. Next up is stun grenade, just because you throw them faster than flashbangs, and for perk 1, can't use this one, use the RPG. In this game, obviously you can't use a launcher as a secondary weapon, and choppers are a pain in the ass to deal with. However, you can take them down with 2 RPGs, or if you can find like a mounted machine gun, use that. Takes them down in like 2 seconds or so. Super great way to do it. So go with the RPGs, next up stopping power, and then finally deep impact. And then for the AK-47, I don't have a setup for it at the moment. Wow, I'm surprised. Alright, so this is it. The AK-47, no attachments, just because in that case it has less recoil, believe it or not. Or at least, maybe that was a myth back in the day. I don't know. Go with the red dot set if you want to, or suppress it. Doesn't really matter too much. Next up, again, the M1911. Again, a stun grenade. Again, RPG times 2. But then, of course, Juggernaut instead of stopping power. And, of course, steady aim instead of deep impact. Try it out. Let me know what you think. And apart from that, is there anything else I need to mention? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, saying that, of course, all of you know there are only 4 score streaks from CoD for Modern Warfare Remastered. Oh, actually, my bad. 4 kill streaks. Score streaks are, of course, like in the future. But basically, for starters, you get a UAV at 3 kills. Now, as soon as you get this one, just call it in. You can have multiple up at the same time, so it doesn't matter all that much. It basically highlights opponents for, I think, 30 seconds. Something along those lines. Actually, that's something that hasn't changed. I think UAVs nowadays still only appear for, what, like 30 seconds? Counter UAVs and whatnot, I think 45, or VSATs and EMPs. Anyway, simply correct me if I'm wrong. Call it UAV once you get it. Then next up at 5 kills, you get an airstrike. Now this one is a bit more tricky. Yes, it can get you quite a few kills, if of course the spawns were in your favor. But apart from that, it's a bit randomized. I can never figure out whether they're going to be coming from the left, the right, top, center, whatever it might be. And I also don't know at which angle. So regularly speaking, it's a bit difficult for me to get a lot of kills with these. But realistically speaking, you only need 2, right? If you can get 2 kills, that's it, you've got your chopper. Now once you get the chopper, one thing to keep in mind is don't call it in straight away. This is something that I've messed up countless times, and honestly, I'm a bit of a kill horse. Like, normally speaking, whenever I see it pop up, I kind of want to call it in. But what you should do is, you should not call it in until you actually die and respawn. Because in that case, it can help you secure another set of streaks. Just because, once you respawn and then call your chopper, basically every kill that your chopper gets will count towards your next kill streak. This used to be a glitch back in CoD, and for some odd reason, they just figured, you know what? Let's just keep it in the game, let's play it off cool, let's act like this was meant to happen. And obviously this also works in Modern Warfare Remastered just because this is a direct copy with, of course, some visual improvements. So that being said, keep that in mind. Anyway, apart from that, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Of course, if you've got a solid tip for Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare Remastered, then definitely let me know in the comments down below. If I like it, I'll make sure to cover it in a future video, because obviously, along the way, I'll bring you all some more tips. I'll figure out some more things, but for now, we're back to basics. And with that being said, if you enjoyed this one, some supports, a like rating would be very much appreciated. If not, that's cool. If you want to, you can also follow me on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. You can find other things in the description. And nowadays I'm also on Snapchat. If you want to add me over there, it's by tier on Snapchat, just on my YouTube channel. Now nowadays I'm not too active. That could change in the near future. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not going to make any promises. But apart from that, thank you all for watching this one. And of course, as always, I will catch you in the next one. It should go live either later today or tomorrow. Anyway, until then, take it easy.